So today I'm going to be sending a rover to Eve in Kerbal space program. Now Eve is actually quite an easy destination to visit. It's returning from it that is extremely difficult. Eve has a thick atmosphere along with being about the same size as Kerbal. So yeah, it can be quite a challenge to get back from. But one-way missions like these where we're just sending rovers and probes and stuff are actually quite easy interplanetary missions compared to other interplanetary missions like going to Jewel or Juno or anything like that really. But anyway, here we have constructed a small rover sort of body and we've basically jammed in as much equipment as we can onto it. And now we're just essentially building the transfer stage that will get us from low carbon orbit to Eve. So I've got a inflatable heat shield there, which will basically just help us get through the thick atmosphere of Eve, because Eve's atmosphere is very thick. It's basically covered in clouds. And I have recently installed BlackRock's volumetric clouds mod, so Eve should look absolutely amazing when we get there. In fact, Kerbal looks amazing, honestly, just from the launch. But anyway, here we are just sort of adding the final touches to our rocket here. It's a pretty simple rocket, really, not much with it. But yeah, now let's get to the launch. As we ascend through Kerbal's atmosphere, we can admire the beautiful volumetric clouds. I didn't even know this was possible in KSP. This is just absolutely amazing. As we continue to climb out of the atmosphere, we can separate the first stage and move on to the second stage. Now here's a bit of a short time lapse of me getting to orbit essentially. As we enter space, drag isn't really a problem and we can deploy our payload fairings. As we are now in orbit and we've planned our burn to Eve, we can begin our burn to Eve. This will consist of a bit of the second stage, but when that runs out of fuel, just like it has here, we'll switch to the third stage. As we leave Kerbal, we get some truly amazing views of the planet. As we now have a good encounter with Eve, we can now time up away from the blue planet and wait until we get to Eve. Now in Eve orbit, we can almost immediately start burning to deorbit and get our periapsis into the atmosphere. Now that we no longer need our transfer stage, we can deploy the inflatable heat shield and get ready to enter Eve's atmosphere. And there we have it, our rover is now on the surface of Eve, and we can begin traversing the surface. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Our rover is now on the surface of Eve, ready to traverse this alien world. As you can see, the visual mods make it look absolutely amazing. Especially those volumetric clouds just look absolutely amazing on Eve. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing if you want more content like this. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.